Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Age of Empires 4 replay. Small on the south side as the yellow French, we got VES Myriad. On the north side as the red Macedonians, we got Dimmu. This map is a hybrid map, do have trading posts here in the corner, so likely we'll probably see School of Cavalry, not the what's the name of the other trade one called again? Chamber of Commerce. I forgot what the name is because it's a rare thing. So like once a year thing I see that deployed in the field. It's in replays. And of course with this hybrid map, because the Imperial Hippodrome, which is nice for some good small elite cavalry units. With some aura effects, or the Grand Winery. I'm more biased towards economic effects, but both could be very nice right now. Decent fishies here. Yellow is eyeing some fishing boats. So is red. Of course, the Macedonians have access to Droman, which is a flamethrower ship. A good frontline ship. Yellow, of course, has access to aoe4, increase the damage to naval cannons by 50%. I wonder if that does work with the swivel cannon. Plus, the French also have access to the Gallus, which is another naval ship, if I remember correctly, or a gunpowder ship. Huh. Seems like Red's gold deposits spawn a bit farther away than his opponents. That seems a little bit farther than this one. It's not the same. The secondary one's definitely much closer. These two gold deposits are pretty close by each other, so maybe a secondary town center there to get double silver would be very nice. Good hard point for that. In addition, there's also gold deposits up here. So whoever claims the sea can claim the gold. There's also some gold down here for whoever loses that sea. Macedonian player needs a bit more gold. The French player has gone for early wheelbarrows, so the Macedonian player will be aging up quicker. In naval maps, it's better to be age up much quicker and be a bit more aggressive, get the airships going. Both players have double docks now. School of Cavalry now being established now. School of Cavalry is not going on up. Imperial Hippodrome will be deployed on the field first. First one will be a Champion Scout, which is nice. It does provide increased torch damage, which could be very important to involve these docks. Going to slow down since we have stuff being deployed in the field. We do have a galley deployed in the field. Red has established a horseman as well. Archer ship deployed in the field. We've got a Hippodrome Scout, of course, deployed on the field now, which of course provides an AoE torch, increased torch damage aura. Aeroship engaging the fishing boats. Aeroship here will get a lot of free damage going. Get some hits there. Needs a garrison inside the dock. Does. Red ship needs to fall back to his own dock, get some health regen going, but got the spring gold ship here and does go down. I think as well, Macedonians. Wait a second. All arrows and bolts. So it doesn't say like melee infantry. It should affect naval ships. So Macedonian arrow ships should be pretty good if going by a +1 damage. Believe it or not, in Age 2, arrow ships are the most cost-efficient ship in the game. And at least in Age 2. And since he can also get +2 damage this age, his arrow ships can be incredibly potent this age. And upgrades all Varangian strongholds to something. We got a naval arrow slit there. We have some basic spearmen, the whatever that is. Fire ship will explode on the fishing boats and gets the dock a little bit as well. Red was not playing the naval game all too well. The Macedonians more likely to win out the naval game, in my opinion, with the additional range damage they can get. Got the hardened spearman upgrade. Got a +1 melee armor as well. We do now have a Varangian arsenal being pulled in the field. Which of course will provide the silver generation. I wonder... view next player. I don't see the aura effect. I wonder if it's an adjacent effect. If it's an AoE effect, could have potentially reached both the mining camp over here. No, actually looks like it does. Varangian stronghold. Let's see here. Fires arrows on land or naval units, so it just gets an arrow slit upgrade. Got it. Yeah, let's clicking up all the fishies there. I was trying to be a bit more aggressive. Could have had a better naval game, but they decided not to go for that path. Both players are about equally far away from aging up. Multiple champions on the field. When will the champion of Dari come on the field? Another 100 seconds. We got now +2 melee armor for Red as well. He does have access to early Varangian guard, so that may be very nice for him. Another fire ship deployed in the field. +1 range damage now being researched by the French. Boomba here could be, his Akuma Matata could be disturbed. Does this, the Hippodrome Scout have to the range? Yep, so has a bow attack. Has always been 2.88? I don't know why, that just seems a little bit short. Spearman did not get a spear brace there. Can the Hippodrome Scout also get affected by professional scouts for picking up carcasses? I just don't know. We do now the guild hall being established by the French player now. It's on age up, which would make his spring golds far more effective. Not to mention the +1 range armor would really help out. And plus, Yellow does have a sizable fleet right now. Yellow has 3 spring gold ships, 2 arrow ships, versus 1 arrow ship with 1 more on the way of 1 Drummond. So Yellow does have naval advantage. Those, of course, a good number of arrow slits here. 11 range, so cannot necessarily be outranged by anything at the moment. But can always send us some battering rams along the shoreline. Drummond gains some damage there. I wonder if it has any splash damage. Never really paid attention to it. Does take the Drummond there with a fire ship. Very nice. These ships have taken a bit of damage though. There's now pushing forward over here, maybe trying to clear out some of these docks. Has a good number of spearmans. Airships can fall back and provide some good shore bombardment. We do have a airship here, or another spring gold ship. Warcog. I thought it was called a Hulk. It's crazy. I could have sworn it was called a Hulk. Oh, we know that's a unique French variant, Warcog. What's unique about it? Didn't realize the French had a unique variant. It looks like the same as a Hulk. It appears to be the same as a Hulk. What's different about it? I didn't realize the French had a unique version of the spring gold ship. Archer's now firing away. Okay, it looks like exactly identical to other naval ships, other spring gold ships. Knights rotating around, gets good, nice spear impalement there. All of those champions have gone down. Golden Horn Tower now being established. Looks like it's not being established next to the shore for defense. Up here, do you have another Drummond being pursued by all of these ships? Got the spearmen right here. Royal Knights needs Chivalry or fall back to Monkey. Is age 3. He's going for Chivalry now. Drummond will be picked on off. Golden Horn Tower will of course provide 3 crossbowmen, which would be pretty useful against the French, who tend to rely heavily on Royal Knights. Hippodrome Scout may be going down. Hippodrome Scouts are a little bit more expensive than regular Scouts, costing, what, 120? As opposed to just 65. So quite a bit more expensive, so you don't really want to throw them away. Yeah, on the surface that looks like the same as any other ship. I have no idea what's unique about it. Yeah, I'm just going crazy. Is it? Do they just call it unique and then like realize, oh, we did nothing for it? I just can't figure out what's special about it. Its cost, it seems maybe a little bit more expensive? Oh, that still seems the same to me. Is that different than what is right there? No? At this point in time, mine just probably just scratching my head. I just can't figure out what's different about it. We do have a Varangian stronghold here. It does have an arrow slip, which does have +8 versus ships. Or 8 range, or 6 range is not great when trying to deal with ships. These Warcogs have 7 range, for example. Hippodrome Horseman took quite a bit of damage there. Taking a couple more arrows as well. Will go down. The other 2 champions are falling back now. Do now have the extra hammocks there. Increase the number of arrows by archer ships by 1. And they can get up to additional up to 4 range damage on his arrow ships, which is quite significant. Able to overcome the plus armor from the hulls quite a bit. Because right now 8 plus 6, that's quite a bit. Also got more melee armor again. Monk will be going down. What if the Hippodrome units can get converted? Monk going on down. We just got the circle dance to summon the battering rams. We also got a hardened spear, a couple hardened spear mix on in. Right now, the Macedonian player is going for a mix of everything, mostly just spearmen though. So archers will be a good call against them. These guys need to fall back towards the dock a little bit closer. No, they are in range. Doesn't see the health because I don't have that player selected. If I switch to this player now, we see the health. Oh, got the improved chemistry there. This unique upgrade for the Macedonians make it so that the explosion damage from the fire ships will do full damage for the entire radius, rather than have diminishing return aspect. The counterpart upgrade increased the radius, which probably may be a little bit better. I actually don't know side by side. Radius sounds better in general since you try to use that as to explode multiple ships. +2 range damage not being researched by the French player. We got +3 range damage for the Macedonians, greatly improving his archer ships by another point of damage. Also very nice for his Maganellan placements. Macedonians is like the Chinese, high large volume of fire range units. There's a Gallus there, an early gunpowder unit available to the French. Offers 130 damage, 8 tower range. It moves slowly, that's the big thing. It has galleys, so it's a little bit slow. But it does provide pretty good single target damage. Right now, he's, of course, cannot necessarily run away. It says gunpowder ship, but also says just not broadside. So the fire ship shouldn't do any bonus damage to it. It says, no, it says massive. Forgot, they changed it from broadside to massive. And that should be classified as massive, though I really think they wish to put better tags in naval ships. Airships are getting some good damage here. With right now 9 × 6 minus 5 armor each shot. So do a good amount of damage, plus able to intercept these fire ships no problem. Oh, I have not been paying attention over here, so even destroy the keep here. Crossbowmen are engaging, of course, large numbers of crossbowmen are free. The French player has a good number of archers here. And it has some arbaletiers as well. No gambesons just yet. Could have pulled some passes there, but red does clean up that formation, though did take out one of yellow's keeps. Yellow's held the water line for now. Some of these fire ships or fishing ships took some damage there. Our ships trying to pursue the archer ship. Fire ship gets destroyed. Red palace not being satisfied by the French player in the middle of the map. That's not a bad spot. Quickly next to a sacred site, so if yellow is able to secure the northern sacred site, he can start trying to win the game. Crossbow engaging those villagers. Still a healthy number of spearmen, so archers be a good idea. Springalds could be a good possibility as well. There's a runestone mix deployed on the field. Of course, the runestone's not targetable, but it does provide a pretty nice benefit right now. Weapon and move speed. And now these spearmen, while in charging or in not charging at 1.58, so very good, able to engage quite easily. No problem trying to run down enemies. Gambesons, however, would have been very good now. A lot of Arbaletiers be a good tank for the various spearmen. Since his opponent's going for a large number of spear, he should really get games on those Arbiteers, giving them what, +5 armor, making them like 8 armor, which these guys are now doing 11 damage. 3 damage per attack from Spearman means very, very little. Effectively allow Arbiteers to face tank it, and the archers in the back line can simply be used to micro around. Passives would also help out to prevent other source of damage to his range. It looks like red will clean the sea. You have a +2 melee damage now. Yellow is advancing way forward. He's trying to fall back. The battery ram battering down that wall. A high priority target. That wall stretches out for a very large distance. Best battery ram ever. It destroyed the entire wall segment. So no longer that wall will be an impediment. And that entire flank. Got quite a bit of silver sword on up. How much are the connects around the upgrades? I do not know the silver costs for all of the upgrades. I just know that it gets real expensive real quick. 2,000 olive oil? View next player. Says olive oil. Wait, is that bugged? No, he queued it up. I think the icons are just a little bit bugged out. Let me just click off and back on again. There we go. Because it's the placeholder, the not tertiary, not quaternary, the quintessary resource. So then how population's already that. The hex I give up. Red has claimed the sea. He can also go for trading ships. Would be a very good trade route. I don't probably would have generated from free silver. After all, the Byzantine one is olive oil for traders as an extra bonus. I'm assuming Macedonian has free silver for trading, so it's probably a good idea to go for some traders. We'll provide them a good amount of gold and some extra silver to work with. You can just go for a handful of them would be very nice. At that distance, the trade route, I think every single trader will provide more gold income than a gold miner. So I think there's very little reasons not to go for it. Right now, the Macedonian players are also about to age on up. With a foreign engineering company, which will, I think, allow them to build units for some silver. Allows production in SBs, Hui Pals, and Royal Kins for silver. I wonder if it comes at discounted rate, because overall that doesn't seem great to me. Then again, I think both the final Macedonian ones are not great. Unique cataphracts can be rapidly produced in batches at this landmarks preserve. I think the Palatine School better since... Yeah... There's a lot of things you want to spend in silver, and going for those units is a little bit more situational, not necessarily great. So both those landmarks, in my opinion, are quite weak since you still need to have other uses for said resource. Cannons engaging the Golden Horn Tower. Elite Spearman upgrade. There's some trade cogs. Oh, finding gold and wood. That's interesting. Why is it providing wood? Let's take a look when it drops off. See if it pops up a silver pop-up. Wood just seems weird to me at the moment. I do have red selected, so this should be accurate. Yeah, I guess it gets a mix of gold and wood. That's interesting. Not silver. Cannoneers firing away. Villagers get hit pretty hard there. These guys are gonna fall back now. Another Varanian arsenal now being established there to help improve the silver income. Right now he has a 400. Yellow's amassing some forces here, including a pair of cannon. Keep now going on up. Cannons hit the keep a couple times. They do not have the artillery shot ability since they're not royal cannons. Red Palace taking some hits there from... I don't know. Oh, there's... Ooh, we got a Hui Pao. Most players go for the royal cannons, but Hui Pao just offers immense range. A much safer option against the Red Palace. I do agree with that. Royal Knights push way forward. No royal bloodlines just yet. Got a still great number of spearmans. Of course, no university tech, so no elite armor tactics. Another Hui power. Maybe that's the same one. Got 2,000 silver there. Foreign Engineering Company, where are you again? There you are. Hui powers do cost 1,000, 600, and 900. Against all the archers, Nessabees wouldn't be half bad. Though Magnos can also be used for that. Yellow's actually at not maximum population. Red's over capped, not enough housing. He's not enough supply. He should build additional pylons. Big round of docks here. Paul just trying to keep the area monitored. Cannons now engaged in the capital. Hui Pao got a direct hit there on the cannon. Does the Hui Pao actually have a greater accuracy? I never tried using the Hui Pao to take on cannons. Because I just tried to use Hui Pao to take on buildings. Or that's his primary job. We have now incendiary arrows being researched for the French player, as well as enlistment incentives. Something to notice as well, the red palace doesn't have the plus symbol here for its aura effect, but you can see the plus symbol or the effects around it. Got another keep here going on up. Though not in the same spot, so maybe we're pushed over here. We do have increased shipwrights being researched. We're really getting some healthy ships. You should have enough forces nearby to torch down the keep, particularly with the Hippodrome scouts nearby. Cannons engaged in the Hui Pao. The Hui Pao does have a bit more health than normal cannons. Or bombards. Cannons have less than health than bombards, either way. Royal Knights charging way forward. There's a good number of spearmen to engage. Does get some spear braces, as well as some crossbow shots. No elite crossbows to be pulled out by the Macedonians, just getting free ones from the Golden Horn Tower. And looks like he's getting less of spent the rest of silver. Does a level 5 armor for the infantry units. Spearmen push way forward. Is that some of those Royal Knights? Red Palace not on fire while there's some conflicts happening. Red's forces looks like just going to get annihilated. He has a good number of counter archers. Hand cannons are always quite nice. And then Yellow took hardly any losses there. Cannon's going overran. Red Palace still here. Maybe some of these units just get garrison inside to get some extra bolts going. Offer a lot more DPS and durability. Cannon does go down there. Red Palace will be going on down. Spearman's getting some good spear bursts there. Does take out a couple Royal Knights. Red is still just relying on mass spearmen. He has a massive stockpile of wood and gold. I'm not sure what Red has in mind. Couple spearmen go on down there. Yell's advancing. There's infrastructure starting to go on down now. Royal Knights receiving some health regen from Chivalry. Of course, if they start throwing torches, they will interrupt that. Spear braces there. More round of spearmen just charging way forward. It looks like there's quite a bit of down trees there, still causing mobility issues. That's not good for Red. Nice bit of spear braces there on those Royal Knights. The Master Northern player, he's actually running low on food. He may need to get out some horsemen overall to help deal with all these archers. You can always go for a Dari as well. But right now, I'm not sure what Red's going to be eyeing. I think he just bought a whole lot of food there. Going for more spearmen still. He does have, of course, a large amount of melee damage for his infantry. Can't say about for any cavalry. Nothing for cavalry. Some of these villagers are going down for Red. He has plenty of spare villagers. These Royal Knights will be going on down. Silk bowstrings now be researched by the French player. Red Palace not repaired up yet. Far from it. And it's a high priority target, the mine itself, because that will give him a lot of silver, deny a lot of silver income. Destroying the arsenal will deny the silver income from here. It should no longer provide any sort of silver income. Force infrastructure starting to go on down. Do have a good number of archers on one of the Macedonian players. Still not utilizing the gold. Has over 10,000 wood stored on up as well. So I'm not sure what Red is eyeing at the moment. Trying to go for more fishies. Yeah, I'm not sure. Red has half the army value. Army value. Yellow's going for a serpentine gunpowder now. I think a runestone just got to pull it in the field. Royal Knights charging them in. Archers firing away. Holding short work with the spearmen. Red's going for more archers and spearmen. Red has picked up a third relic, which probably was out on that right over here. Monster nearby. Red's also cleaned this gold over here. Does have arsenal to provide some silver income as well. Archers firing away. Taking out some hand cannoneers. Royal Knight shot before, getting some damage on these archers. He does up. It looks like he is activated the waving focus ability, which is nice and all, but he needs heavier units against all these Royal Knights. I think he's trying to play the gold game, but it doesn't seem like it's going all well for him. He's going to do some infrastructure. He lost the capital. He's losing the Imperial Hippodrome, and then he'll be down 2 out of 4 landmarks, or actually soon to be 3 out of 4 landmarks, leaving just this one here and be a annihilation victory. He needs this Radari or Varangian Guard. Varangian Guard right now would be quite nice since he is fighting against a good number of archers, and they are of course heavy units. I don't even know if he has any regular Varangian Guard, let alone elite Varangian Guard researched. So I'm not sure what the Macedonian players go. He's just not spending his gold. He did spend his gold on something, but what? I'm not sure. But he bought a lot of food with it, but I have no idea. He doesn't have a whole lot of units queued up for food either way. I mentioned he has a good number of these trade vessels here as well. Those trade vessels are providing wood and gold. But she doesn't need any more wood. All these villages on the trees may just want to just stop and start task farms. I have no idea what Red is actually overall doing. This economic balance is just not good, to say the least. And the fishing boats do have diminishing returns. Lower some of these deep sea fish, I believe, are... yeah, it looks like they're all depleted. Which means he's not getting a good amount of food on some of these. He's overfished the waters. He has no farms. No farming, one farming upgrade. Spearman pushed way forward. Gain some damage on those Royal Knights. Does take out a French cannon there. He does have regular Varangian Guard, elite Varangian Guard now on the build queue. I am curious about the stats and modes for the Varangian Guard. There's wood. Of course, that's the Berserk ability. Right now they have 5, 9, or 10, 9 armor. Another root is still employed in the field. Varangian Guard are being focused on one at a time. Can go for more melee armor onto them, or range, or just armor in general. Now as well, actually the Golden Horn Tower has been rebuilt and producing some crossbowmen. The French player still has some resources to work with. It also has 3 relics, 1 sacred site, so yellow has some gold to work with. Not to mention the amount of archers in the field, he can always just go for horsemen. And French horsemen is still pretty good. Imperial Hippodrome now being repaired. And the Macedonian army is not being remaxed out. He's going for a final level of melee armor, which I do agree with. Pure Hippodrome sort of going down. Keep starting to go, or not keep, Golden Horn Tower starting to go down as well. Holding oil being researched by the French, as well as a cannon placement somewhere. +1 cavalry armor now being researched. One last landmark for annihilation victory. Yeah, I think Red needed more villagers on farms much sooner. In fact, I don't think he has any villagers on farms. He has plenty of gold and wood from the trade. He just needs Ring Guard overall at this moment. And now he does have 16 in the field, 12 more in the build queue. Archers being a little bit stupid back here, dancing around. And Red does back the game now. This is AngradeVT, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.